English Writing and Listening Classes. Class number 6. In this class we will be looking at the body paragraphs. The body paragraphs exist in the middle of the essay, after the introduction paragraph and before the conclusion paragraph. The body paragraph structure is quite complicated, so we need to take note of the parts, functions and features. Everything has a function and everything has a feature, and the features aid this thing in its function. If the features are not correct or are missing, the thing cannot perform its required function and thus becomes less effective or useless. As an example, have a look at this chair. We can see it's missing two very important features of a chair, the seat and the backrest. Without the seat, you will not be able to sit on the chair. Without the backrest, even if you can somehow sit on the chair, you will probably lean backwards and be very uncomfortable. So, with bad features, the chair becomes unable to perform its function. Body paragraphs are defined as follows. The location, as we know, is in the middle of the introduction paragraph and before the conclusion paragraph. There's usually 2 in a short essay, or maybe up to 5 or 6 in a longer essay. As for the function, it provides the main points supported by external sources, which specifically link to the essay's thesis statement. Structurally, its features suggest that it contains a topic sentence, supporting sentences, and detail sentences, and ends with a concluding sentence. The topic sentences are defined as follows. As for the location, we know they are the first sentence of each body paragraph. It states the main point to be discussed in its body paragraph, and it usually links upwards to the thesis statement as well as linking downwards, commonly outlining the supporting sentences which follow it. The supporting sentences are defined as follows. In the body paragraphs, following the topic sentences. They link to and support the main point outlined in the topic sentences. Regarding their features, they commonly use structural language such as first, next, second, and finally to show transitions between the supporting points. The detail sentences are defined as follows. Location, well, obviously in the body paragraphs with several following each supporting sentence. As for the function, they provide detailed information for each supporting sentence drawn from external sources. They also use structural language as one of their features, such as according to, research shows, or data demonstrates. And they commonly use paraphrases or quotations to introduce and summarize externally sourced information. The concluding sentences are defined as follows. Location, the last sentence of each body paragraph. Function, to summarize the points given in its body paragraph, as well as to aid transition from its body paragraph to the next body paragraph. As for features, it usually summarizes the points raised in the supporting sentences or restates or paraphrases the topic sentence. The in-text citations are usually found in the detail sentences, though can be in the supporting sentences as well as other places. As for function, they link externally sourced quoted or paraphrased information to the post-text citations at the bottom of the essay. For features, these in-text citations usually include an author, year, and page number, normally contained in parentheses. The body paragraph is difficult because it has 3 things which need to work together. The structure, as we just saw, information from an external source like the internet or a library, and the language, for example, first, next, in addition, in supporting sentences, or research shows, data suggests, or something in the detail sentences. There is a large list of example information and structural language on Quizlet, which I recommend you use. For the conceptual map, it might look like this. Our thesis statement suggests that in this essay we will examine the advantages and disadvantages of using AI in robots. As we can see, advantages, that's a main point, so we will make a body paragraph for that main point. Disadvantages is another main point, so we will make body paragraph 2 for that main point. Next, we use this thesis statement to make a topic sentence which would write something like this. To begin with, there are several advantages of using AI robots, and for the disadvantages, we might say, on the other hand, there are some notable disadvantageous points about AI robots. Note that both topic sentences refer to several or plural points which will be discussed later. As you can see, there are 2 or 3 or at least several or definitely plural supporting sentences in the body paragraph. Here is a more high-resolution example. We can see the topic sentence. On the other hand, there are some notable disadvantageous points about AI robots. The first disadvantage is that robots can only do what they are programmed to do. Another bad point is that robots will take over many jobs, displacing people. So you can see here the notable disadvantageous points, we've got 2, are the supporting sentences. These support the topic sentence's main point. The detail sentences come after the supporting sentences. As you can see in the second detail sentence, there is a piece of research written by SoftBank and published in 2016, with the in-text citation there to show that it came from that source. These support the first supporting sentence. For the second supporting sentence, we can see that they have 2 more detailed sentences, and again there are in-text citations for research from The Economist and the Japan Times, published in 2015 and 2017, which also support the second supporting sentence. For a concluding sentence, we could summarize the main points, or we could just restate the topic sentence at the top of the body paragraph. If we look at the structural language, we can see the first supporting sentence says, quite frankly, the first disadvantage. The second one says maybe another bad point. It could say next, or the second point, or something. For detailed sentences, we can see as research by SoftBank shows, or reports by The Economist and the Japan Times suggest. These are good ways to introduce detail information into the detailed sentences. This whole body paragraph then links up to the TS as the examples of disadvantageous points about using AI in robots. It can be very, very formulaic to write a body paragraph. We might have one effect of global warming is the melting of the ice caps. Why is it a problem? Would give first a reason why it's a problem and some examples and research supporting that. Next, we'd give another reason why it's a problem, and we'd give some more examples supporting that, and then we'd say therefore and summarize the paragraph or rephrase the topic sentence. Some more examples could look like this. For a problem solution essay, you could have the thesis statement, and you can see we have body paragraph 1 looking at the problems, with body paragraph 2 looking at some solutions. For a cause and effect, again, looking at the causes of population decline. In this case, we're focusing just on the causes, and we've got one cause, the cost of living, in body paragraph 1, and in body paragraph 2, we've got another cause, which is technological advances. For a comparison, we could look at the similarities and different points between high school and university, and we would look here at the differences and similarities